And welcome once again to Mission Control Houston. You're joining us here in the International Space Station Flight Control Room, where the Orbit 2 team is currently on console, monitoring systems on board the orbiting laboratory. That team today is being led by Flight Director Tony Sakachi, and joining him at the Capcom console is Hal Getzelman, serving as the communication link between controllers here on the ground and the astronauts up in space. And those astronauts right now are the crew of Expedition 30. They are being led by NASA astronaut Dan Burbank there in the front left of your screen, and behind him are Russian cosmonauts Anton Shkaplerov and Anatoly Ivanishyn. Then further along on the back row, you have European Space Agency astronaut Andrei Kuipers, NASA astronaut Don Pettit, and in the front right, Russian cosmonaut Oleg Kononenko. The crew woke up at about 1 a.m. Central Time today, began their day getting straight to work on a number of science experiments and maintenance activities throughout the station. Commander Burbank is continuing some weekly cleaning that he started yesterday, just trying to keep the station systems and environment in tip-top shape. He'll also be working on the atmosphere revitalization system, changing out and cleaning a bacteria filter, and then also doing some work on the water recovery system, removing and replacing a recycle filter tank assembly. Meanwhile, Russian cosmonaut Anton Shkaplerov is spending the majority of his time today removing a few components from the Poisk module, or the Mini Research Module 2, and then transferring them over to the docked Progress 46 vehicle. His fellow Russian cosmonaut Anatoly Ivanishyn started his day out immediately upon waking up with the Russian Sprut experiment, which looks to study how the long-duration spaceflight and all that time spent in microgravity affects the astronauts' ability to stay hydrated, and also how the fluid is distributed throughout their bodies. He'll also be doing some cargo activities with that Progress 46 vehicle, and also updating the station's inventory management system. The third Russian cosmonaut, Oleg Kononenko, is removing and replacing a few tools throughout the Russian maintenance work areas in the Russian segment. He'll be spending pretty much this entire day doing that. Meanwhile, European Space Agency astronaut Andrei Kuipers earlier today was swapping out a laptop portable workstation, updating some of the software in it, and also setting up a new virtual network for the computers. And then just a few minutes ago, he participated in an ESA, or European Space Agency astronaut, public affairs event where he spoke with with a crowd at the planetarium in his native country of the Netherlands. And again, that was just a few moments ago. The final crew member of Expedition 30, Don Pettit, is devoting his entire day to science. You can see he is working in the Cubo module right now. He has been working on the C-pins experiment today, which he was also doing yesterday, and has been working on over the last month or so. And that is a Japanese experiment that looks to investigate the effects of microgravity on plant growth. And following that, he'll be working today with the BASE experiment, or the burning and suppression of solids, which is an investigation that looks to examine the burning and extinction characteristics of a wide variety of fuel samples in microgravity.